Hello there friends, Seasons Live here. In today's video we've got a lot of crazy roster shuffles in top teams. I really mean it, we've got a lot of insights. Also, Xantares exploring a new role and the first names of the top 20 players of Hltv. And as always, tons of other exciting news from the world of CS2, so without further ado, let's get straight to it. And yeah, right from the start, roster changes, as they've been the hottest topic in the CS2 scene lately. And I think we shall start with Team Liquid, as their management has finally made the big move. Xantares is now officially benched and he's exploring options. This reshuffle was only a matter of time, as Marek's departure seemed inevitable due to the team's lackluster results. However, Liquid's management kept delaying the decision until now, thanks to the ongoing global roster shakeups, or as Richard Lewis likes to say, the roster mania. What's even more intriguing here is that we already know who's likely to replace Xantares. It's almost certain that Nerds, currently listed as part of Heroic, will join Team Liquid. Rumors also suggested that JKS might leave Liquid, but that seems unlikely. And now here comes the fun part, as with the Nerds on board, Liquid faces an interesting scenario for qualifiers. Since JKS is Australian and Nerds is Israeli, the team could potentially opt to play in the Asian qualifiers. Well, yeah, alternatively they might stick to the tougher path and play in the American qualifiers, considering Twists and NAF are Canadians. And honestly, my friends, here's what I think. So Nerds and Liquid won on both sides from this transfer, because Nerds is a great player, he was soloing in Heroic, and Liquid needed a new rifler, a great one. And I'm really honestly happy for Nerds. I guess with Nerds on board, Liquid can become a tier S or tier 1 team once again, and I'm pretty happy about it. Now, speaking of Heroic, Nerds might not be the only player leaving the team. Recent reports reveal that 3 more players are set to depart, and oh my god, this news had turned out to be even more intriguing than Nerds' exit, because according to insiders, Xantares and Dexter are likely to join Falcons. Yeah, my friends, I also thought that this is just some crazy mad stuff, but honestly, this is the same insiders that we are used to listen to. And it's honestly quite logical, just as we talked in our previous video about Falcons buying out a core of players to just get higher up the ranks. I mean, obviously the Valve rankings. So basically, just listen to this, a rumor has it Heroic will earn a staggering $6 million for the sale of all 4 players, including Nerds, Xantares and Dexter. If this happens, Falcons' roster will consist of Xantares, Dexter, Nico and Magisk, a lineup that already looks incredibly promising. Except for 2 things. First, Dexter missed 83% of tournament days this year due to visa issues. Fans can only hope he'll compete more consistently next year, as his performances, even with limited playtime, have been solid. But the second thing is that Dexter has quite a character that might not work with Nico. But that's more about professionalism in CS. Anyways, the new roster brings some exciting dynamics. First, Nico won't need to take the captain's role, as Kexan will handle it, while Dexter can stick to his signature aggressive playstyle, which aligns perfectly with Zonic's approach. Additionally, the Heroic trio's strong synergy will undoubtedly benefit the Falcons lineup. Unfortunately, my friends, this would leave Shush as the sole remaining member of Heroic. And speaking of Zonic, I mean, should I remind you that he wanted to sign young players to play with Nico and Magisk, to build a roster from scratch and all that? I guess he's not considering anything like that anymore, right? It's also worth noting that Falcons had reportedly been eyeing trios, both from Mouse and FaZe, as we told in our previous videos, but the players seemingly declined the offers, meaning the guys from Mouse or FaZe could still play a role in the ongoing roster shuffle drama. To stay updated on all the latest esports news, make sure to follow us on Twitter and don't forget to like this video and follow our channel. Thank you very much. And also guys, I saw the comments from the previous video and I am not an artificial intelligence. I mean, I can even do a face reveal and all that, but just get me 2k likes on this video to do it. It's not that hard, just hit the like button right now. Anyways, I will take it as a compliment about the AI thing. And now let's move on with the roster shuffles. In In recent news, Complexity has shown interest in signing the former Falcons Opper. No, unfortunately it's not Simple, it's Xantares, still a great player. So according to insiders, with Holzark potentially moving to Fnatic, the Spanish Opper could join Complexity. This would be a solid upgrade for the roster, as Xantares was once a standout player for Falcons. However, Complexity still faces a major challenge. Hltv might soon leave the team. This basically means that they will need to find a rifler who can match Hltv's level, and a replacement for Floppy as well. Fortunately, the current market offers plenty of talented players that Complexity could try to acquire. Now, speaking of Hltv, now the insiders got something juicy. As you know, Hltv is exploring options from Europe, and it seems that he's already found a new team. Following Rob's departure from FaZe, the Complexity rifler has caught the attention of FaZe Clan, and that sounds crazy, but, well, logical. Hltv no doubt could be the strong addition to the roster, bringing the firepower and experience FaZe needs to stay competitive. But this might not be the only roster change on the horizon for FaZe. Stay tuned for more updates as the shuffle season continues to unfold. Just click the follow button. Now let's talk a little about the Eastern Europe, as Virtus.Pro has done something unimaginable again. Or maybe imaginable? Well, first, they benched Norbert again. The community's reaction was largely negative, with figures like Banks, for example, criticizing the decision. He pointed out that Norbert had already been benched at the start of 2023, only to prove his worth and earn his spot back. But once again, for some reason, he was sidelined. To make matters worse, VP management followed up with self-congratulatory statements about how vital Norbert had been to the team. And honestly, we didn't even have a lot of time for rumors and speculations, because ultimately VP just announced 2 players. Flamas joined the roster from Gamer Legion, and Icy did the same from Cloud9. These changes also stirred debate within the community. Overdrive criticized the addition of Flamas, calling it a step backwards for the player. After showcasing his unique style at the major, Flamas decided to join VP, where Electronics' dominant presence might suppress his talent. This dynamic has already caused issues within VP previously this year, when Electronics' rival created a power struggle within the team. But despite this, VP's management decided to spend another $1 million to sign this player, even if it risks diminishing their talent due to internal conflicts. The second addition to the roster, Icy, has a different story, to be honest. He made waves during his time with Cloud9, where he almost single-handedly carried the team's major qualifier hopes. Now Icy joins VP and seems excited about the opportunity, and it's honestly a step up. Moreover, considering he's not that good in English and he has no experience playing in an international team. So for him, it's definitely a great transfer. But guys, just listen to this. To secure their new roster, Virtus.Pro signed both players to 4-year contracts. Just imagine this. In terms of esports scene, 4 years is like an eternity. I will not be surprised if in 2 years the project will collapse and these players will just sit on the bench until their good years are over. However, this didn't come without drama either. VP's CEO made statements addressing rumors that some players had rejected offers from the team. According to the CEO, no one outright declined, but some ignored the offers or asked for additional conditions. Insiders, on the other hand, suggest the wording is key. At least 3 players did reject VP's offers, but the CEO is just trying to do good PR for the org, which obviously doesn't work. And with Icy leaving Cloud9, the big question is who will take his place? Well, the situation is far from simple. So according to insiders, Cloud9 might be heading towards a full disband, with players likely to scatter across different teams. Rumor has it that Boomich, Exile and Heavy God are also on their way out. Each of these players could bring significant value to any roster, but let's take it step by step and explain all the offers. course. And now let's start with something light-weighted. So after Zorte declined Virtus.Pro's offer and Siren didn't want to move to Cloud9, the Cloud9 core decided to make their decision. And according to insiders, Boomich and Exile are set to join BB team. Interestingly, Boomich won't take in the captain's role, as MagnoJazz will handle that responsibility instead, which is an intriguing move considering the experience of Boomich. Additionally, there's talk that Patsy might join the roster. The key challenge for BB team will be avoiding internal power struggles, like those that plagued VP. But I think Boomich is just a cool guy. If MagnoJazz does his job correctly, Boomich won't get in the way. Now, just for a second, let's go back to Europe, because G2 is reportedly eyeing Heavy God as a potential addition. Insiders say that G2 expressed interest in Heavy God while he was with Cloud9, but since they're on the brink of disbandment, they have now a chance to sign him for free, which is honestly really cool, but also a bit risky. Meanwhile, rumors suggest that Nico is set to join Falcons any day now. His spot in G2 will be likely filled by Melbs, with Heavy God stepping into Melbs' former's role. Yeah, I mean, despite Cloud9's shaky season, Heavy God delivered solid performances, making him a promising pick for G2, but as I said earlier, a bit risky, so we will see. Now, let's get back to Eastern European region, because here we have a pretty funny situation. You see, 9Pandas wants to sign Gokushima, according to Overdrive. He has been already playing scrims with the team. But there's a catch here, because Gokushima was banned for match fixing, so basically he can't participate in all the huge and major tournaments. Moreover, Overdrive claims that he has a video evidence of this, including a recording where Gokushima himself admits to the offense. This sparked a reaction from Larich, the CEO of Aurora, who reportedly offered to buy the recording so the insider could make it public. For context, Aurora and 9Pandas have, let's say, a long-standing conflict, so it seems that the tension between the two is far from over. Speaking of Aurora, there's some exciting news. Grix has officially joined the roster after previously standing in for Deco. In short, that's pretty cool, because Grix is young and pretty talented. This move 100% solidifies the lineup, but there's more brewing. According to insiders, Patsy is also expected to join Aurora soon. He's already played matches with the team despite officially being a part of Parivision. However, as we mentioned earlier, BB team is also interested in Patsy, so I guess only time will tell. Speaking of Parivision, they've landed a unique opportunity to potentially sign almost the entire roster of Virtus.Pro, because Kickert and Dastan are already on the team. The recent availability of Jaime, Norbert and Kinder on the market sets the stage for a near legendary reunion. I mean, guys, just imagine, if this happens, we could see the resurgence of the iconic VP core, which might even surpass the current achievements of Parivision. I mean, again, if this happens, Karma will 100% make sure that Parivision will be better than Virtus.Pro. I just believe it. Anyways, lastly, let's talk about Eternal Fire. The Turkish Dream Team seems to be cracking under pressure, because previously they said that they will have no roster changes, but now it's likely that Calyx will leave the roster. And as insiders report, Jota will step in. Speaking of Turkish players, we can't ignore Xantares, who recently revealed his interest in taking on a new role. He expressed a desire to try his hand at playing with the AWP, citing his natural affinity for the role, or even stepping up as a captain. It's an ambitious goal, to be honest, and Xantares certainly has the talent to back it up. However, as long as he remains with Eternal Fire, it's unlikely that he will get the opportunity to explore either of these roles, given the team's current structure. Now, let's wrap things up by looking at the players already confirmed in this year's Hltv Top 20. And number 20 is Torji from Mouse. The team's AWPer claims the 20th spot after an impressive year with the 1.10 Hltv rating and 2 EVP medals. Alongside Mouse, he secured EPL Season 19 and BB Dacha Season 1, with notable runner-up finishes at IEM Rio and IEM Chengdu. His bold prediction: Selex from Mouse next, a player who hasn't delivered standout stats, but could shine in the future. Number 19 is Hltv, surprising many. With a strong 1.16 rating, he consistently carried complexity, often single-handedly keeping them competitive. However, their only notable achievement this year was a third-place finish at EPL Season 19, which limited his ranking. Maybe with a new team he will be higher next year. Hltv's bold prediction is George from Energy, currently playing under his former captain, Nitro. Hltv believes George has the potential to become a true star. Number 18 is Robs. Surprisingly, he maintained a 1.09 Hltv rating throughout the year. While his personal stats weren't the best of his career, let's say, his team had remarkable results. They won IEM Chengdu, they got silvers at both majors and also at IEM Katowice, and also they got the third place at Blast Fall Finals. Robs' highlight plays and clutch performances kept him in the spotlight. His bold prediction: Kioske from Spirit Academy, a player to watch in the coming years. Number 17 is another Mouse player, Yimphat. Just like Torji, he won 2 tournaments this year, but he stood out with 5 EVP medals and an impressive 1.16 rating. Despite interest from Falcons, he chose to stay with Mouse. His bold prediction is Jacob from Apogee, a Polish player thriving on the Tier 2 scene with the 1.19 rating. Yimphat sees big potential in him. The 16th spot goes to Ime, an expected entry given his vital role in Navi's success this year. Even though a lot of attention goes to JL, Ime is one of the key players shaping Navi's game plan. He earned MVP at IEM Rio and 2 EVPs at Cologne and Season 20 of EPL. With Navi's incredible year winning the Paris Major, IEM Rio, EWC and EPL Season 20, plus multiple runner-up finishes, Ime's 1.09 rating doesn't tell the full story. His impact in critical moments makes him stand out. His bold prediction is Modo from OG, a promising talent to watch. And that's all for today, my friends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, to follow the channel and leave a comment with whatever you like. For example, your predictions of Hltv Top 10. So don't forget to drop your suggestions in the comments below. Happy New Year, everyone! I'm not saying goodbye for a long time. See you soon.